The Cuckoo's Bargain. In the hush of a storm-ravaged night, Amelia Hawthorne stood at the threshold of her ancestral home, the wind howling like a banshee's lament. Rain lashed the ancient oaks lining the drive, their branches clawing at the sky. She clutched her newborn son Elias to her chest, his tiny cries muffled against her sodden shawl. But as lightning cracked the darkness, illuminating the porch, her blood ran cold. There, swaddled in a basket of woven ivy, lay another infant, identical to Elias in every feature, yet his eyes gleamed with an unnatural emerald fire. A note pinned to the blanket fluttered. The third generation claims its due. Accept the gift, or lose all. Amelia's scream was swallowed by thunder. She knew the legend, the curse woven into her bloodline. The Fae had come for their exchange, but as she gazed at the foundling's perfect, serene face, a whisper of temptation slithered into her heart. Fortune awaited, if only she surrendered her own flesh and blood. The door creaked shut behind her, sealing the choice that would unravel generations. Amelia hesitated, her fingers trembling as she reached for the basket. The real Elias stirred in her arms, innocent and fragile, but the foundling smiled, a knowing, ageless smile that sent shivers down her spine. What mother could resist such perfection? What family could deny the promise of wealth and power? Yet, deep in the shadows of Hawthorne Manor, something ancient stirred, watching, waiting for the bargain to be struck. Whispers of the old blood. The Hawthorne family had roots sunk deep into the misty hills of Eldridge Hollow, a forgotten corner of New England where folklore bled into reality. For centuries they had prospered, not through toil or ingenuity, but through a pact sealed in the mists of time. It began in 1692, amid the Salem witch trials, when Elias Hawthorne, the first of the line, fled persecution and stumbled into a fairy ring under a full moon. Desperate for salvation, he bargained with the Fae, protection and fortune for his descendants, in exchange for a tribute every third generation. A child for a child. The true-born swapped for a cuckoo, a changeling, flawless, and fated to elevate the family to greatness. Amelia had grown up on these tales, dismissed as superstition by her pragmatic father, Reginald. He was the second generation after the last exchange, spared the curse's bite. But Amelia, now 32 and the matriarch after her parents' untimely death in a carriage accident, or was it Fae mischief, knew better. Her grandmother, Lydia, had whispered the truth on her deathbed. The cuckoo comes with dawn's light, bringing gold but stealing souls. That fateful night in 2023, as the storm raged, Amelia's husband, Thomas, was away on business, leaving her alone with the midwife's recent delivery. Elias had arrived healthy, his cries a symphony of new life. But now, this intruder. She lifted the foundling, its skin warm and soft, unlike the chill of the rain. Elias quieted in her arms, as if sensing the rival. The note's ink ran in the downpour, but the words burned into her mind. By morning, the storm cleared, revealing a world washed anew. Thomas returned, weary from travel, and found Amelia in the nursery, nursing not one, but 2 infants. "Twins?" he asked, bewildered. She nodded, her voice a fragile thread. A miracle. But in her heart, the lie festered. The real Elias. She had hidden him in the attic, wrapped in iron chains as folklore advised to ward off Fae. The foundling, whom she named Elias in his stead, thrived unnaturally. He never cried, slept through nights, and by 6 months spoke his first words. "Mother, prosper." Thomas, oblivious, marveled at the child's precocity, and prosper they did. Investments Thomas had deemed risky suddenly yielded fortunes. The manor, once crumbling, was restored with unexplained funds. Invitations to elite society poured in, But Amelia's nights were haunted by dreams of a shadowy glade where her true son wailed from beyond a veil of mist. Suspicion gnawed at her. Was the cuckoo truly benevolent? Or was the fortune a lure leading to ruin? The perfect impostor. Years passed like leaves in autumn wind. The foundling, Elias, grew into a boy of astonishing beauty and intellect. At 5, he recited Shakespeare flawlessly. At 7, he negotiated deals for Thomas's business that baffled seasoned tycoons. The Hawthorns ascended. Thomas became mayor of Eldridge Hollow, Amelia a patron of the arts. Their home buzzed with galas, where Elias charmed guests with wit beyond his years. But Amelia's secret weighed heavier. The real Elias, renamed the Hidden One in her mind, lived in seclusion, tended by a loyal nursemaid sworn to silence. He was ordinary, colicky as a babe, clumsy as a toddler. Yet his laughter was genuine, his hugs uncalculated. Amelia visited him in stolen moments, her heart torn between the two. One evening, during a lavish dinner, Elias, the cuckoo, fixed his emerald eyes on her. "Mother, why do you weep in the night?" Amelia paled. "Dreams, my dear, just dreams." He smiled, too knowingly. "Of the other me?" Her fork clattered. Thomas laughed it off as childish fancy, but Amelia saw the truth. The Fey child knew. That night she checked on the hidden Elias, finding him feverish, whispering of green-eyed monsters in his sleep. Fortune's tide turned subtly. Rivals vanished, accidents, scandals, whispers spread. The Hawthorns were blessed or cursed. Amelia uncovered old journals in the library detailing past exchanges. In 1792, the cuckoo led to revolutionary wealth, but the true child was offered in a ritual at the fairy ring, never seen again. In 1852, prosperity followed, shadowed by madness in the family. Amelia confronted the nursemaid. "Has anyone seen him?" "No, ma'am, but he asked for you more." Guilt clawed her. The cuckoo's charisma masked a void, no true emotion, only mimicry. When Thomas praised him, Elias beamed. When Amelia hesitated, his eyes darkened. A chill settled. The exchange wasn't complete. The note had said secretly offered. What if the Fae demanded the ritual soon? Shadows in the glade Eldridge Hollow harbored secrets in its woods, where ancient oaks formed circles untouched by time. Amelia researched feverishly, consulting folklore experts under guise of academic interest. Dr. Silas Thorne, a distant relative, revealed, "Changelings bring boon, but the pact requires sacrifice by the child's 7th year, or the Fae reclaim both." 7. Elias, the cuckoo, was approaching that age. The hidden one, too. Dreams intensified, a Fae queen crowned in thorns, cradling her lost son while laughing mockingly. Amelia woke screaming, Thomas attributing it to stress. Then the signs. Crops withering around the manor, animals fleeing. Elias, cuckoo, grew paler, his charm edged with cruelty. He tormented pets, then apologized with perfect tears. One moonlit night, Amelia followed a lullaby to the woods. There, in the fairy ring, stood the cuckoo Elias, conversing with shadows. "The time nears," a voice hissed. He turned, eyes glowing. "Mother, join us." She fled, heart pounding. The next day, the hidden Elias vanished from the attic. Panic surged. Search parties found nothing. Thomas consoled her, thinking it a nightmare. But Amelia knew. The Fae had taken him early, or had the cuckoo orchestrated it. Suspense built as clues emerged. A trail of ivy leading to the woods, a child's shoe stained with dew. Amelia armed herself with iron, a poker from the fire, and ventured into the glade. There, mist swirled. Voices whispered promises of eternal youth if she completed the exchange. But a cry echoed, her true son's. The cuckoo appeared, innocent-faced. "Choose, mother, fortune or folly." Cliffhanger loomed. Sacrifice one to save the other, or defy the Fae and lose all? Amelia's world fractured. Thomas noticed her distraction, attributing it to womanly nerves. But she confided in Dr. Thorne, who produced a relic, an iron amulet said to reveal fey illusions. Wearing it, she saw the cuckoo's true form, twisted, ethereal, with sharp features beneath the child's mask. Horror gripped her. The hidden Elias's disappearance sparked rumors. Villagers spoke of fairy thefts, old tales resurfacing. Amelia searched the woods daily, finding trinkets, a lock of hair, a toy whittled by Thomas. The cuckoo thrived, his influence spreading. Thomas's political career soared, wealth multiplied. But Amelia mourned, her love for the impostor warring with revulsion. A turning point. At a family gathering, the cuckoo accidentally revealed a scar matching the hidden one's, a ploy to confuse. That night, a vision. The Fey Queen offered a bargain. Return the cuckoo, reclaim your son, but forfeit fortune. Amelia wavered. Prosperity had healed old wounds, debts paid, status gained. But the cost? Suspense peaked as the 7th birthday approached. Omens abounded, clocks stopping at midnight, mirrors cracking. Amelia planned a ritual reversal, gathering salt, rowan berries, iron. But the cuckoo sensed it, whispering threats. Betray me, and your husband follows. The offering. The eve of the birthday, moonlight bathed the glade. Amelia lured the cuckoo there, amulet hidden. Show me my son, she demanded. Shadows parted, revealing the hidden Elias, pale, enchanted, dancing in trance. The Fey Queen materialized, beautiful and terrible. The pact stands. Offer him, or we take both. Amelia hesitated, love clashing with duty. The cuckoo pleaded, I'm your son too. In a surge of maternal fury, she invoked the reversal, scattering herbs, chanting words from Thorne's book. Chaos erupted, winds howled, Fey shrieked. The cuckoo morphed, attacking with claws. Thomas arrived, drawn by instinct, witnessing the horror. The battle raged, iron against magic. Amelia wounded the queen, breaking the veil. The hidden Elias awoke, rushing to her. The cuckoo dissolved into mist, fortune evaporating with him. Epilogue. Echoes of the exchange. Years later, the Hawthorns lived modestly, the curse broken or dormant. Elias, true, grew ordinary, loved. But on stormy nights, Amelia heard lullabies, wondering if the 3rd generation would come again. Fortune lost, but a soul saved. Was it worth it? The woods whispered. The Fey never forget.